Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my April favorites, and I do have a good amount of variety of stuff in this month's monthly favorites. Just to note, there is actually no fails for me this month. I do have a few products that were slightly underwhelming, which I will mention at the end, but they're not complete fails. Like, I see their use in them. There's just a couple things I wanted to mention and update you guys on in case you've been following my channel this month. I'll mention those at the end. I also have one book, which I will mention also after all my beauty products. So if you enjoy these monthly favorites, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up so I know to continue to do these every single month. Also, a bunch of you aren't subscribed already, and I would love to have you subscribe to my channel, so be sure to also hit the red button, the bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos, and let's go ahead and jump into my April monthly favorites. Starting off with fragrance for once, I have a couple to mention, and they're super affordable from Bath & Body Works. And I really like their body mist. I recently got back into these, and I used to use these like way back in the day. But I did pick up one of these, and one was actually sent in PR, and I've just wanted to mention that I've been really loving the Bath & Body Works fragrance mist. I use these kind of mists after the shower. They're nice and light. These two scents I've been loving and recommend for different purposes. The In the Stars from Bath & Body Works, a bunch of people say that it's kind of a dupe for the Baccarat Rouge 540 fragrance, which you guys know I've always talked about. And I can definitely see that family in this scent. Like, I have the perfume in this, the fragrance mist, which I actually like better than their In the Stars perfume. And I also have their wallflowers, which make my house smell like this scent, which I am totally obsessed with. This is what I want my house to smell like all the time right now, is In the Stars. And I really like this because I obviously enjoy the Baccarat Rouge fragrance, and this is kind of nice and light in the same family sort of scent. I really enjoy this one. And this is more of beachy vibes if you're into those kind of scents. This is the Waikiki Beach Coconut, and I just like this as a blast of summer. This is totally different vibes from the In the Stars. The In the Stars smells really high end, honestly. Like, it's really nice, and this one's just kind of fresh and fun, I think. Whatever I'm feeling after my shower, I guess, I'll spray either of these on. And I just wanted to give a shout out to the fragrance mist from Bath & Body Works because they're amazing and they're really affordable, so I had to mention those. If you were watching my PR haul, you would have seen me initially start to talk about these shampoos and conditioners, and it's safe to say I am obsessed with these. I honestly didn't think I'd be able to find a new shampoo and conditioner that I liked as much as the Kerastase Chronologies line, and these rival it. Honestly, they're gonna be forever in my rotation now. I am obsessed. And they're the Pureology Hydrate shampoo and conditioner. Pureology I've heard about for years. It works so well for my hair. The first time I used these, I noticed a difference in my hair. It just had more body, but also had the hydration I need. These don't weigh down my hair, which people were saying if this does weigh down my hair. They do have a sheer line as well, which is just a little bit lighter version of these. This is perfectly fine for my hair, and I have fine hair, but a lot of it. This isn't my real hair, obviously. This is a ponytail, but for my actual hair, this stuff is just so amazing. I had to mention it in my favorites video this month. I honestly was gonna mention it last month too, but I just wanted to use it for a full month before I raved about this. I just love the smell of it, how it makes my hair feel. Both of them have different scents too, and they complement each other so well, and I look forward to washing my hair now that I have these, which honestly, if you're like me, like, I hate hair wash day. This makes me look forward to it, which is shocking. I can't ask for more, quite frankly. A couple standout makeup products of the month, which took me by surprise. This is the Lancome Lash Idole Mascara, and I typically don't like rubberized wands, and this has one of those spiky rubberized wands. It's curved though, and I truly think that's what makes the difference for this wand. The formula is perfect. It's kind of that in between of not too wet or dry. It's like the perfect middle for that. I typically like on the drier side, but honestly, this has enough moisture to it. With the rubberized wand, it's like perfect. And I love how it is cupped. It can really flare out my natural lashes to give me volume at the front of my lashes, but really pack it on at the outer corners, which is the look I personally really like, that kind of cat eye look. And this wand gives that to you without any of the fuss of kind of working on the outer corner more than the inner. It kind of perfectly does that for you, cups your lashes, lifts them up. It does lift. This is best for volumizing in my opinion, not so much lengthening. It does give a good amount of length. Nothing like lash extension length. There is other mascaras that do better for length for me, but for an all-around everyday sort of mascara that gives me that kind of effect I want on my eyes, that gives it kind of winged out effect with volume and lift, this mascara kills it. Like, I was so shocked by how much I like this mascara. So that was a front runner for the month for me. And then I recently picked up the Milani Soleil Baked Bronzer. And I've heard about this for years. And typically I like a matte bronzer, but I wanted to try out a shimmer bronzer. And I was going to apply a little bit on camera for you guys because I don't have any shimmery products on my face right now. So I just wanted to do a light dusting just to show you kind of how this makes the skin look. So now you can see the lights in my forehead. But obviously that's not going to have that kind of effect in person because you're not going to have blinding lights on your face. But you can see it just kind of brightens up and gives a nice overall glow to the skin. It's a really just healthy look to the skin. It doesn't deposit too much color. Granted, there is a little bit of color in it, but it's more so that sheen. So I use this kind of as a bronze topper, and you can see it just gives a nice glow to the skin, and I've been really enjoying that just to kind of brighten up a more matte complexion, but without making it look not perfected. This I only stick to the perimeters of my face, which is fine for a glow, and it just gives that life back to my skin, which I need. It's been around for so long, and I would kind of equate this to the Hourglass Luminous Bronzers if you're familiar with those kind of baked formulas. This is a more affordable option if you like that kind of glowy look that's not going to overdo it for color. I would recommend checking out the Milani. This is really it for me. I do have the Hourglass, but I've honestly been reaching for this Milani more. Highly recommend if you like the Hourglass or if you like the look of just a little bit of glow to your skin. For gloss, Pat McGrath released these little hearts, and she first had them on her website, and then they did come to Sephora. Hopefully they're not sold out yet, but you can buy the shades individually, and I specifically wanted to talk about one of the shades. I bought these thinking that I would be using this shade every single day, and let me tell you, this is my perfect shade. I am so obsessed with this rosy tone brown color. This is just the sort of color I always want my lips to look, and I have this topped over top of a pink lipstick, which is kind of how I like to wear it. I was wearing this on its own though with lip liner, and it's just the perfect color. As soon as I run out of this gloss, I'm going to be picking up the full size. It's called Flesh 6. So my lips look more pink right now just because you'll see the lipstick I'm going to mention because I love this lip combo. But this formula is super creamy. It feels incredible on the lips. The smell of these are divine. I've heard about the Pat McGrath lip glosses for a while, but when I saw the cute little hearts, I had to pick these up, and now I need the full sizes because it's so good. So if you can't pick up the little hearts, I recommend Flesh 6 if you can get your hands on it. And then I have a ton of other lip products too to mention. Like, it was the month of the lips for me. I'm not sure why. I go through my stages, as you guys know. But Tower 28 sent over some glosses that I don't have from them currently. And this is kind of a lighter version of Flesh 6. Kind of gives that similar sort of vibe. But if I don't want it as deep, I reach for this. And it is in Cashew. I love the Tower 28 lip glosses too. Very similar to the Pat McGrath. If you like one, you're gonna like the other. I'm just gonna swatch the Pat McGrath ones beside the Tower 28. The Tower 28 is a little bit more glossy. The Pat McGrath have maybe a little bit more pigment, but honestly, the way they feel on the lips are virtually the same. So here are the colors for you guys swatched on my hands. But those are the kind of tones I've been really enjoying. And you'll see them in the lipsticks too that I have really liked. So I have a KKW lipstick in Pink 1, which was recommended to me by my friend Stephanie from Babs Beauty. And she says the cream lipsticks from KKW are really good because I hate the matte ones. Like, they are so bad. They make my lips look like I have died pretty much. They're just so dry. I don't know what it does. Even if my lips aren't dry, they look dry with those matte lipsticks. But the creams are really nice. So this is Pink 1. Just a beautiful everyday sort of pink. These are the tones that honestly remind me of Stephanie, like this sort of lip. I don't know why. So I have the pink lipstick underneath that Pat McGrath gloss, and then I line my lips with the KKW Beauty Nude 2, which I recently got back into as well. This is like my perfect lip liner color. It's deep, but not too deep, and it just gives the most beautiful definition. Also, I wanted to mention the JACLYN Hill lip liners. It has a very similar formula to the KKW. Really creamy, it doesn't skip on the lips, doesn't bleed, and it just is easy to work with, which I like. The colors are a little warm on the JACLYN one, so I have the KKW and then the JACLYN beside that, which look like that. Both of them are absolutely beautiful formulas. If you like one, you're gonna like the other. Very similar in my opinion. JACLYN, you get more in there, but I wish JACLYN would do more cool tone colors or more neutral, because I found a lot of them to be quite warm browns, which isn't my personal preference, but the formula of that is fantastic if you were curious about her lip products. I tried out a couple other things which I wasn't too blown away by, but the lip liners are really, really good. And then 2 more lip products and I'm done with lips. I really got into the YSL Rouge Volupte lipsticks again. And these ones have a special edition packaging. I have the colors 140 and 139. These give a really glossy look to the lips. This is even more creamy and shiny than the KKW creams. You can see. These are just really hydrating and I love the colors. So you can see the tones that I've been into. All very similar. Those are the 2 YSL right there, but you can see I'm just into the pink and the rosy tones right now, and that's everything I've been wearing on my lips for the month. So a bunch of different companies, different formulas in case you like one over the other, if you want different sort of finishes, a gloss, a lipstick, one that's more shiny, some lip liners. I got you covered for your pinks and rosy colors for this month. I mentioned this blush in my vlog, the KKW Beauty blush. And this is in Honey Pot, which I said was very similar to MAC Melba, but this is a little bit more peachy and is a little bit deeper. And I just love MAC Melba, so as soon as I saw this color, I'm like, this is going to be totally a color that I will use all the time. And I have been dipping into this so much. It is nice and buildable. It's not patchy at all, has a good amount of pigment, but as I said, it's more of a buildable sort of formula. And that's what it looks like on my skin. Swatched horribly because I find this just looks better when you actually apply it to your skin. A little bit of kick up in the pan, nothing too bad. I really like the KKW blush formula. Some of the lipsticks are hit and miss though. And her eyeshadow formula is awesome, which I got in her Honey collection. So this is the KKW Beauty Matte Honey palette. And as soon as you see these tones, you'll know, like, this is just me in a palette. This I could use every day, and I really like just matte tones on the eyes, and I'd be happy with using this daily. So this has just been a great, easy to reach for palette. I got this during when she had a sale. This specifically wasn't on sale, but it made me purchase a bunch of different things to try because I remembered how much I loved her eyeshadow formula. And this is probably my favorite color scheme that she has personally done, just because it's all matte, all neutrals, and it's just a really pretty palette. My favorite palette though for the month would have to be the HINDASH Beautyopsy palette. Just got this in the mail, played around with it today, and I can just tell this is gonna be my go-to palette. It is so versatile and I love the formulation of these eyeshadows. They are thin and buildable, so you can actually use these on your eyes, your face. I did some contour, some bronzing. I did blush with this palette, did obviously my eyes with this palette, and I love the gradients. Like, I've seen this before in face products, but I've never seen this in eyeshadow. If you know a brand that has done this in eyeshadow, let me know below, but I can't think of off the top of my head a brand that has done this sort of gradient ombre in eyeshadow before. You can really get any sort of color with these tones. Like, he really nailed it for the colors in this. If you're a makeup artist or makeup lover, this right here, this excited me. As soon as I saw this post about this eyeshadow palette, this product got me excited for makeup again. It's one of those things that is just absolutely stunning to look at. The use of it is beautiful, and I was watching one of his videos and he said that not to swatch these because it can disrupt the pigment in this, because this is a pressed pigment and your oils in your fingers can kind of mess up the formula, which I can totally see, because if you're going to be using this on your face and your face is unset and you're putting your brush in this and dipping back in and doing this on the face, I could already see that this could easily get hard pan, which I don't like. So that's my only issue with this, is you've got to be careful when dipping into this if you're using it on your face and it's unset. So I just wanted to mention that in this video. I'm going to definitely be doing a look with this on my channel, using it in a trying new makeup. In case you're curious to purchase this, just note you don't want to be putting your fingers in this and messing it up, or getting oils into these sort of eyeshadows, because it can go hard pan, which you don't want with this kind of ombre. It would kind of mess up the whole point of this eyeshadow. It'd be hard to kind of remove and fix that. So just a heads up for that. He did mention that though in his video, just to not touch it with your oily fingers. But I noticed if using it on your face, you got to be careful if your face is unset. So this had to give a little shout out in this video. It was $70 US. It was free shipping and no duties to Canada, in case you're curious about picking this up. Two random things. I got this during the Sephora sale. It's the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Gel Cream in the huge size. Haven't even opened this yet because I just hauled it, but I wanted to share it with you guys in my favorites video, because you guys know how much I love this shower gel, and they have it in a limited edition jumbo size. So go pick it up if you're a big fan like me. Had to give it a shout out here because I already love this. I've gone through, I can't even count how many of the smaller ones. So seeing this in a big size, I rushed to Sephora. Thank you so much to the subscriber who told me that this was on Sephora during the sale, because I didn't even see it before making my video or anything. So that was a nice, like after my first order purchase, I had to get this. The last product, also influenced from Stephanie Bebb's Beauty, is this THERA Breath Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. Fights bad breath for 24 hours. I know this is super random, but she mentioned this in a video a while back, so I decided to pick it up. Got mine from Amazon. I think this is around $10. I got another one that's coming in the mail because this is almost done, and both my husband and I love this stuff because there's no alcohol in it and it's mild. So this is the mild mint, and it doesn't burn your mouth. You know how Listerine or some other mouthwashes can just give you that burny feeling in your mouth when you're using mouthwash? This doesn't do that at all, but it really is effective for any sort of bad breath. I can attest to this being a 24-hour thing because I could use this in the morning and just regularly brushing my teeth in the morning at night, and just having this in the morning, I can tell that my breath was better when I woke up the next day. So I wasn't rushing to brush my teeth. It really is effective for bad breath, and I can't say enough good things because it is mild, so it's not going to, I don't know, give you that feeling when you're using a mouthwash that is bitey, is what I call it. So this is a really great alternative if you need something and you don't like the bitey sensation of mouthwash. I would highly recommend checking this out. Two items I wanted to mention. They're not complete fails. The thing is with these, they look good initially and they just don't wear on my skin or lips. So the first product is the JACLYN Hill Liquid Lipsticks. These are nice and comfortable. There's a bunch of pluses to this lip formula. Nice and thin, great scent. But for me, it does this weird peeling thing on the inner part of my mouth. And it doesn't take long to do that. Within maybe 30 minutes, it starts to peel off. And the color is beautiful. I got the shade Nude. I really like it with the lip pencil I got, but it doesn't wear the best on my lips. So I wouldn't repurchase any more of this formula. I will get use out of it because I can kind of wear this underneath some lip gloss or whatever and play around with the formula, but it wasn't my favorite. I just wanted to say. And then the next thing I absolutely love how it looks like on, but it just doesn't wear well on my skin. Like the JACLYN Hill thing, it has a wear issue for me, and it's the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage Brighten and Correct Duo. You would have seen me apply this in my trying new makeup, and I thought it was creasing underneath my eyes, but I thought I used too much. So I have been playing around with it since, and it still does that creasing thing on me, which I don't like. The formula is just a little too thick for my under eye area. It doesn't like absorb and melt in, which I need it to do for my under eyes. I need something that's a little bit more hydrating. So this didn't work out for me, unfortunately, for the wear. It looks beautiful initially, which I love. So if I just needed something for maybe photos or whatnot, it would be great for that. But for the wear for me, I just reach for other things. So this wasn't a complete fail because it does look so good on. I was sad that it creases underneath my eyes. If I was maybe 5-10 years ago, that would have been like a go-to concealer for me. But right now, it just settles into my lines, which I don't like. And then the last thing I have is my book, which is The Life of Addie LaRue. This actually got off to kind of a slow start for me. I wasn't thinking I was going to mention it in this video, but I absolutely loved probably the last 2/3 of the book. Like, it was really good. 4-star read for me, not quite a 5, but how it developed throughout the story like got me hooked. So after getting through that initial slow part for me, I was really in it, really invested. I highly recommend it. It's rated pretty well on Goodreads if you check that out. And if you're not following me on Goodreads, I'd love for you to do so. I'll have my name on the screen for you guys to check out. It's just my real name, Cheryl Kisielewski, and you can follow me on Goodreads there. I put all my books, all the ratings for everything I read, and that was my book of the month. Started reading another book. I'm not quite finished. It is going so good, but probably will be in my May favorites. But that is everything for this month. I'm also looking for book recommendations. I tried searching, but I couldn't really find anything. And I really love the show Grey's Anatomy, and I want to find a book that's kind of like a medical drama romance type situation. Something that's not completely like a romance novel. I need some kind of drama and stuff to go with the book. So if you have any recommendations, like Grey's Anatomy basically in a book, please let me know down below because that's what I'm looking for, and I know you guys will know. So that is everything for my April favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe you found out some new products to check out. As always, I'd love to know what you have been loving this month. Could be any category. I just want to know the products that you love in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe before you leave. Hit that bell if you want to be notified of all my future videos. And I'll see you guys in my next one.